Hello students and welcome back to English Literature a Click Away. Today we are going to have a look at the Nuns Priest Tale of the Canterbury Tales written by Geoffrey Chaucer. We are going to have a look at its background and summary. Also, we will be having a look at the important reference to contexts that you might expect in your examinations. Now, we have seen in our previous videos that Canterbury Tales is a collection of tales narrated by the pilgrims who are travelling to the Canterbury Cathedral. It is written by Geoffrey Chaucer, and Nuns Priest Tale in particular appears or happens just after the tale narrated by the monk. Let's have a look at the background. As the monk is narrating the tale, which appears to be somber and gloomy, it is about fallen heroes and criminals. The knight interrupts his tale and says that we have had enough of this heaviness, and he requests the host that the tale be changed. The host accepts the requests, and he in turn requests the monk to change his tale. The monk refuses to do so, and hence the host, who is also the owner of the inn, invites the nun's priest to narrate a tale. So that was the background of the tale. Now we have a look at the summary of the tale. So the nun's priest tale goes like this. There lived a widow in a very small cottage on a farm or a barn, and she had very few animals and had 2 daughters. Her meal was according to her cottage. That means if she had meager meals and very less to eat, her diet was according to her cottage, size of the cottage. So it was equally slender. Now the tale goes on. She possessed a very beautiful rooster, a cock, and it was named Chanticleer. Now, Chanticleer means who has a clear voice, who can chant clearly. So he has been named Chanticleer. He is known to have a very clear croak, and he has 7 wives as in 7 hens, and his favorite is Pertelote. The description of the rooster and his favorite hen, Pertelote, is also given very vividly. It is also described that all the 7 wives or the 7 hens like him or love him, but only Pertelote has his heart. He loves Pertelote the most. Now one day, this Chanticleer wakes up frightened. He has seen a bad dream and he is frightened by this dream. He approaches Pertelote and she can feel that he is scared or frightened, and she asks him what the matter was. So Chanticleer tells her about his dream. He says that he dreamt that he has seen a black beast in the barn, who attacks him or tries to kill him. Now Pertelote tries to shake off his fear and says that dreams never come true. They are just dreams. Then she suggests that maybe he has a problem of indigestion. Now this is very funny. The fears used to be connected to humors as in the temperament of your digestion. So she suggests that maybe he has had something colored black the previous night. That is why he has dreamt of a black beast. And might be just mere indigestion, which might go off by taking a laxative. Maybe he has developed a gas or something like that, and he must take a laxative and take rest. Now Chanticleer replies. He says that it is not true that dreams don't come true. He gives certain examples where people have been prophesized in their dreams about the dangers that they would be facing in their future. But somehow Pertelote manages to convince the rooster Chanticleer that he is wrong and there is something wrong with his digestion, and Chanticleer also acquiescently agrees to whatever she says, and he goes about his business of wandering into the farm. Now while doing so, at noon, he feels the presence of something black moving behind a bush. He goes over to see, and he spots Don Russell, the sly fox, who has been hiding behind the bush. Now the fox is very cunning. He has already killed Chanticleer's father and mother in the past, and now he's trying to trap Chanticleer too. Now let's see what does he do. Now the fox is known to be a cunning animal. He tries to woo Chanticleer by saying that he sings so well, that he is known for his voice and his clear voice, and he requests Chanticleer. He pleads to Chanticleer, in fact, saying that your voice is very sweet and I want to listen to it for once, so why don't you sing for me? Chanticleer falls for his praise and he starts singing. Now, as he extends his throat to sing and to croak, the fox, that is Don Russell, he catches hold of his throat, of Chanticleer's throat, and runs away with him. And now there are hens, including Pertalote, in the farm, who notice this thing, that Chanticleer has been caught by a fox, and they start screaming and shouting and try to attract attention of the people on the farm. Now everybody around the farm, in the barn, the whole barn chases the fox who is carrying Chanticleer in his mouth. Now as the fox is running away with Chanticleer in his mouth, an idea strikes Chanticleer. Now look at this. He says, "Oh fox, you are known for your bravery. Oh Don Russell, why are you running away? Why don't you turn around and scare the people off? They will be scared of you. You are a fierce animal." Now it is the turn of the fox to be fooled. The fox is fooled by Chanticleer's praise. Now the fox, what he does is he opens his mouth to say something, and Chanticleer is free because he was in his mouth. Now Chanticleer flies and climbs atop a tree. The fox, he realizes that he has been fooled by Chanticleer. So he again tries to woo him and say that he sings so well, and why doesn't he come down and sing for him again? But all in vain, because Chanticleer has learned his lesson and he does not fall for his praises again. Now as everybody, the entire barn is chasing the fox and they have almost reached him, the fox runs away from there and Chanticleer is safe at last. The Nuns Priest concludes the tale saying that one should stay away from flatterers and should not fall for it. So that is that about the summary of the Nuns Priest Tale. Now coming to the RTCs, or reference to contexts that are important from the examination point of view. The first one is the very beginning of the prologue, where the knight interrupts the monk while he is narrating the tale. It goes like this: "Woe, quoth the knight, good sir, no more of this. What you have said is right enough ease, and muchel more for little heaviness is right enough to muchel folk, I guess." Now this is the knight saying to the monk that, "Sir, please stop right here, and this heaviness in your tale is too much to take. Your tale has too much of sadness, and I cannot tolerate it, and I don't think any of the folks can tolerate it." And it further goes like this, that he is requesting the host to request the monk to change his tale. So these are the lines from the beginning of the prologue of Nuns Priest Tale. And the second one is, "Now, sir, quoth she, when we fly from the beams, for God's love, as take some laxative, on peril of my soul and of my life, I counsel you the best, I will not lie." Now these 4 lines are Pertalote saying this to Chanticleer when he approaches her and tells her about his dream. And he says that, "I have had a bad dream." What Pertalote says in these lines is that, "Sir," that is Chanticleer, "from when are we affected by dreams? For God's love, for God's sake, take some laxative." She tries to convince him that he has got some problem with his digestion, he's got indigestion, and he must take some laxative that will cure his fear. And she says, "On peril of my soul, or I swear by my soul and my life that I will give you the best advice. I'm your wife and I will not lie to you. So students, this was about the Nuns Priest Tale. So we have covered the background, the summary of Nuns Priest Tale and the RTCs, that is reference to context. Hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.